All right, we're kind of alive here a little bit. Things are coming back. I think. My
Is anybody
sound's
else able to
almost
get
up.
on the table?
No, not yet. The table's not up. Being slow. Fantasy grounds. All right, now the table's up. Can the stream hear everybody? Hello, test, test.
Mic check.
Yeah, but you're coming out weird speakers for me. Huh. Let me reset my voice meter real quick and see if that thing.
My husband's trolling Sven.
Technical you know what did it, Matakiri? I said we
What's
really
that?
haven't had any technical difficulties.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been saving up.
Then I get a full system crash. You see what happens? Twitch thing. I know you heard me too, Twitch. Well, we might need this map again. I'll leave you on it because we had a random encounter, didn't we? I was rolling for. That's what we were doing. Oh, we were on the big map. Party stuff. Characters map of Chult. I'm still lagging pretty good.
That's because all of us are trying to connect.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Durr. Your players are trying to connect on the table. Don't be like sharing maps and shit.
First.
First, and you're what, the furthest away?
Yeah, probably.
For me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. Possibly.
Isn't Sven the furthest?
Oh
All the
yeah,
way out in
Sven's
Spoke,
the furthest.
Where's
Oh
Sven at?
yeah. That's right. Sven's
Washington
over on the
State.
west coast. Yeah, he's way
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
furthest.
Washington State is a little bit farther than me. Yes.
Sven's out yonder. Well, hey, thanks chat for sticking around. Those that stuck around. I don't even know who's out there because everything's shut down. I don't have everything open yet. My Streamlabs OBS is kind of in a hybrid light and dark mode, and things aren't quite right. Something happened. My sound settings are screwed up.
I just had to cancel join and then re-add it. It was stuck not connecting until I did that.
Yeah, I had to close Fantasy Grounds altogether and reopen it in order for it to see it.
And everything when it did that, all four of my monitors all shrunk down to my main. All my applications went, so they're all over here now, and I gotta spread them back out.
But it sounds like you might have had a GPU crash. Screw
No,
up all of them, the resolution settings and all of that, and that caused a blue screen or hard crash.
it wasn't really the blue screen. It didn't even register the blue screen. It just so
Yeah, hardware level.
Check your drivers. Make sure you're up to date. But if your GPU is failing, then you need a new one.
And now is the absolute worst time to buy a GPU.
Messi had to buy a whole ass
it
computer
probably just needs to
get a
be
new
cleaned up a
GPU.
little. We got 3 on the table.
I read they were expecting a flood of cheap PC parts as people bought whole computers to get the GPU and then sell off the parts.
Yeah. A message just ended up keeping the
I thought
computer.
chicken wings were hard to come by. Now it's GPU parts?
GPUs are crazy expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Scalpers,
retail
man.
700 are going for 7,000.
1,600. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, my sounds are all
Damn
screwed up.
Bitcoin.
All right, so you guys, what are you guys gonna do when you get to here? Are you gonna like
Oh yeah.
stash your canoes somewhere, and then do you want to keep going up and try to go from this to, here's
Who's
Curse
the
of All. You can,
who's spinning wheel of death in fantasy grounds for me?
Whatever's going to be the shortest hike.
Oh, there it goes.
well, it's pretty much 2 squares any way you cut it. But what are you doing with your canoes? Are you gonna bring them with you, or I mean, they're pretty big canoes.
I
Bag of
say
holding.
we leave them. Oh yeah, back.
Bag
Well,
of
they won't fit through the opening.
Shove them in there.
How big is
That'd
the
be nice.
opening on the back holding? I
I
don't think we
always
can.
figure
They're folding boats, right? You just
the
fold them up.
a bag of holding's a 2 foot hole, so
Yeah, so I
Can we
get
put
that.
them on his banana hammock of useful items?
can you add them to a
Ooh.
robe
I'm
of useful
making up
items?
that list right now. I don't have access to the table, so I'm doing it from the book and
I was
using
hoping I
dice.
had enlarge reduce, but I don't.
Oh, I could have shared the table with you.
Oh no, I just pulled it up on Beyond and I'm using actual, old school dice.
That works.
Oh, I have an idea. No, that won't work. Never mind. Well, actually, I'm gonna run it by you. Okay, Drake. So I have the tiara that functions like an immovable rod, right? If I put it down and I put it on the canoes, like pin the canoes with it, can somebody else command the immovable rod because it's not an attunement item, or is it just me? Can I be the only person? Like,
I think a rod just has a button,
oh,
doesn't it?
that's not gonna work then.
Yeah, I don't think it's a password.
Yeah, I was hoping I could pin them down and leave them and be the only person who could come back to retrieve them.
I
But I
mean,
don't want to lose my
you
tiara.
could, you certainly could, try to disguise the rod, and hide it or something.
Or you could take it up to the top of the tree and pin it in the middle of the air.
But then how would I retrieve them?
We've got a bird guy. We can just toss him.
Nah, I'd rather keep my rod. I don't give a shit about canoes.
All right, so you guys do have another
Sorry,
encounter.
I tried.
Um, I'm just gonna say you're gonna pull your canoes up and throw some weeds over them and leave them,
Yeah.
hide them the
Yeah.
best you can in the bushes. It's not an uncommon thing for people to take boats and canoes that are just laying around. So I mean, if you guys come across boats and canoes, take them. It's not an uncommon thing in the jungle. You left them here for me. That's what happened. But you guys are approaching a creek, a creek, a creek, and who's there's like a little game path or a decent sized game path actually that you're following. And is the party sheet order accurate? Smedley in the front.
That sounds right.
Oh, who's
Yeah.
work? Works. Delete works token. Uh, Elazar second.
Sure.
Page then. Stupid ass. All right, so we're not using a party sheet anymore. That's how this glitch on Discord.
It happens for me too.
Yeah, it's they said they're getting ready to do away with a stupid party sheet like that, so we're gonna add some more useful stuff to it. But Juku's in the back or
Yep.
Clar.
Protecting the back.
All right, so we'll just kind of do it in this order. It's daylight out, so no need for lighting. And as you guys approach this creek, you see some undead up ahead. And they are going to move to engage you, so I'm going to put them on the map real quick. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Drop them on the map.
All right, I have my list compiled of what was on the robe. There's 10 gems worth 100 gold pieces each, a scroll with a level 3 spell, a 10-foot on a side pit, 2 of those, a pair of mastiffs, a bag of gold pieces, 4 potions of healing, a ladder, and a portable ram.
Nice. All that from Cheater in the chat.
And
Sirenscape.
all of it in my banana hammock.
Did that play for you guys?
Mhm.
It didn't play for me because I don't have Sirenscape open. It crashed.
Banana hammock, sadly. That is the greatest.
He blushes every time he has to pull something out of it.
Just rooting around in his robes.
You needed that
You
though.
got it down there somewhere.
All right, so you guys are moving down this game path, and it's daylight. It's not raining. You're kind of enjoying the stretch after you guys have been in a canoe for several days. And as you're approaching this river, you see these undead kind of are alerted to you coming, and they rise up and peer across this creek as you guys get closer. And of course, the NPC that I'm playing goes first. Uh, what's Clar gonna do? Any help
He's
would
gonna
be
throw one of
appreciated.
those 28
Magic.
daggers that we just got him.
Oh yeah, that.
That's like super long range, isn't it?
What does he matter? He has plenty.
Yeah, his psychic range is 60 feet.
Yeah, but that's not throwing one of these daggers. A dagger's range is 2060. And let's see how close is he. 65. Yeah, he can move up. So he'll move up a little and pulls out one of these crummy little daggers and gives it a chuck at this guy. Oh, I should have had disadvantage. Let me roll that again. Still a hit.
Damn.
Oh
So he
yeah,
chucks-
Drake. You probably didn't see it, but there was a Clyde redeem in chat.
Oh, I need to give that back. I already used Clyde.
Oh,
400
he's
poops
gonna
hit.
be missing.
400 poops hit Clar.
And somehow Clyde's able to throw through the computer and hit us individually and not our characters.
So this ghoul that got hit is going to jump down and start moving this direction. Actually, he's going to dash right up to Smedley.
Ghouls can't cross running water.
This one did a little Jesus Christ for some reason. Like, you don't know.
He walks on water.
Remo Williams, you remember that movie where he could run on water?
Wait, is that true? Ghouls can cross running water? I thought it was just
Roll
vampires.
an insight at a plus 20, and you're going to realize that he's lying. He's lying.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's a vampire thing.
Sorry, Messy Fresh. We already used Clyde. I didn't check it off, but here's your stuff back. Give your money back. So you can use it to buy magical items or something, you know. The party's like, yeah. That was a dash. Elazar. Don't need that map. Don't need that map.
Alright, I'm going to drop my crossbow, step up, and slam this thing with the Morning Star. I'm going to use my inspiration for the second hit.
Smacking into this ghoul with your Morning Star, moderately wounding him. Messy Fresh, did that not work right? I'm new to the give shit back.
Trolling you, trying to get
Oh.
you to give him more money.
All I can do is say cancel, and it gives it back. I don't know how to add money to nobody. I don't know how to do that.
All right, Smelly, come on, we can get this guy.
Did you say smelly? Sound like you said smelly.
I mean, he's got a
Is that what
goblin
his nickname
name.
is after a few
I
days in the
haven't had a
jungle?
chance to
Smelly?
wash the banana hammock yet, so I might just smell a little bit goblin-y right now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this guy actions to there and 5, 10. And he can get up here. There's a dash. He comes running up with his tongue all out. Wait, did I move the wrong guy? Oh, der. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'm counting the crick as double. The crick is double for any of you guys that are probably not going that way. You don't care. Juku.
All right. Juku is going to move up to there, and he is going to cast Spirit Guardians on himself and exclude his entire party. And so that is going to apply this effect to each of the creatures that are within range, and if any others come within to range, they will get affected by it. So they each will have to make a saving throw and take some radiant damage.
And one of them goes down.
Looks like they both went down. No, one's not down yet. All right. I will look at the one that's not down, raise my heavy crossbow, and shoot him point blank in the chest.
You got Borin's gears.
Is that the right size?
No, not at all. It's 15 feet.
Like that? No.
Bigger.
I don't like it. It's too big. It's too much.
Yeah, it's in the way.
Then, with
Wait, is
I'll
it
remember
stuck
it.
to you
Very
now?
swift action. I will cock the crossbow and launch another bolt at that one.
I'm not paying attention. I'm playing with tokens. What's going on? Oh,
Oh,
you're
that's
killing
fine.
shit.
I shot 2 of them and I killed 1, and then I'm gonna step forward.
All right, it costs you 20 to get there because you got to jump over
That's
dead
fine.
bodies.
That's all the farther I'm going, just to kind of be out in front, be the meat wall in front of my cleric.
Aghast. Ooh, nice. 10, 15, 20, 25. No, 5, 10, 15, 25. So he can only get to here. Just short of running up to Smedley. And same with this guy. They're like climbing up the bank of the river. Or creek. It's a creek. Or creek. Depends on where you're from.
All right, I'm
Age.
gonna move. Here. And I would like to cast Ice Knife at this one.
Oh,
And
sorry.
is your-
Go
You're
ahead.
fine. So, okay, whether it hits or not, it explodes. Okay.
It does hit.
Okay, so
That guy gets the first damage, and then
I gotta target all
ooh.
of them, or just the 2 on the
I think it's
No, the
all
target.
3. I believe.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
2 of them failed.
Sweet.
Look at that nice clear. I need to set the right ones on this table. I don't know why they're not set, but those are pretty cool ones too.
Off a spell slot, and that will be it.
Eleazar.
What is that rock represent? Is it big, small, flat?
This one or that one? You can get up on it. You can like slide up on there and chop down on that gas if that's what you want to do.
I probably shouldn't have moved
Like-
so close.
5 feet of movement to get up on it. You know. 5, 10, 15,
So I'm
20 to
instead
get
going
there.
to go around. I move 20 feet. Finish off this first one.
I didn't move it
Double-handed
back.
swing
That was weird.
to the mouth hole.
Trembling frown. Aha! You come running around, you step onto this big bofo frog, and he goes rock, and it scares you, and you slip, and you just totally miss. No bad effect. Well, at least not for you. The frog, on the other hand, and your second attack is the smack in the face for 8 points of dying damage.
Nice.
Smack this thing in the face. It falls back into the river. You know, it's like clawing up, and you're like smash. It falls back into the river.
All right, Smedley, just a couple more. We got this.
Uh-oh.
This is where it gets bad.
Let's see. So the gas is going to move up to Smedley, and the first thing he needs to do is go, oh my god, this thing stinks so bad.
And he walks
Let's-
right into my range and takes some radiant damage.
I
He
would
like
like to use I would like to use my inspiration on the saving throw that's coming from that gas.
From the stink.
Yes.
I thought I was talking about the banana hammock.
No.
Did you click
I'm
here
going
your
to assume I
advantage?
haven't had time to attune to that yet. I haven't removed it yet. There, I'll click advantage. Okay.
All right, here comes the roll with advantage, which you succeed on, so you are not poisoned.
That was an inspiration
And
well spent.
and you're going to be immune to the stench for 24 hours. So I don't know how that works, but that's just for it
The hair
to.
in his nose shriveled up so much it's plugged.
Yeah,
Can't
anybody
smell
within
it anymore.
5 feet of it's got to roll that saving throw, and then it's going to claw at you. It's going to try to claw you, and it dodges out of the way. Yay! Clawer is going to take advantage of somebody being in melee. And he probably needs to move a little bit, get a clear line of shot. 5, 10, maybe over here. Yeah. And not sure. I never did look to see if that's working, so I'm just going to roll to hit. It's a hit. And I'll drop sneak attack. And do the damage. D6 plus 4 plus 3d6 is critical. Look at that. 1, 2, 2, and 1. Just like Ingorgio would roll. Smedley.
I look down into my crossbow bolt case and realize I have 2 left. And I'll look up at the gas and put the first one of 2 downrange at it.
As he dies.
Then I will take my very last crossbow bolt, fit it, and shoot it shoulderless.
Nice. Like under the hip, kind of thump, sticks in the ghoul.
All right.
You blew his
And that
shoulder off.
empties that case of crossbow bolts. I have 1 case left.
You know you can
That's
recover
my turn.
half, right?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So I
Damn.
fired 4 this round. I'm gonna get 2 back. Yeah, I shoot a lot
All
of
right, so
crossbow bolts.
shoulderless runs up, and he's going to do his claw
Next
attack.
bad guy gets disadvantage from Messi in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do. Disadvantage on Elazar. Not on Elazar, but the attack is a claw at disadvantage. Ooh, dodged a crit. That would have been a crit. Nice job on the disadvantage. And that's all he can do. Paige.
Okay, I'm just gonna use a cantrip. I have very good ones. So produce flame it is. Wow, that really hit. I'll take it.
That was my roll, sorry. What was this?
Spirit Guardians.
41 points of damage from Spirit Guardians? What?
It was already dead. That's the last ghoul. It was it is a damage ongoing, so to represent while they're in the range of the thing, and it just didn't expire that, even though they were already dead.
They're just cooking. They're just cooking.
Yeah.
They're just cooking. All right. Well, that was an easy one, wasn't it? That was an easy one. And I rolled for some loots. You guys get 24 more gold from these guys. It's not just gold, but I'm making it easy and just doing it that way. You know what I mean? You know, there could be
Don't
some
forget the
other
loot and the
stuff.
XP from the frog.
The frog. The frog. All right. Let's see if he had
A
any.
rare magic item right there. Frog legs.
A 30%. No. Didn't step on the frog and something shoot out of his ass. Sorry.
He swallowed the ring of regeneration.
All right. I'm going to unshare and take that map away from me because you don't need it anymore. I'm going to clear the dead out of the combat tracker. And I'm going to give you guys. That was the first. That was a 19. I'm going to give you guys a long rest because you're going to get it before you get to where you're going. And I
And
need
I
to
will
put
take
some.
time to attune to that rope.
I need to put some loots in the inventory for you guys. 24 gold. And spread that around to the party sheet. I like my ching, 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 ching. So let's go back to the main map. Uh-oh. Fantasy Grounds didn't like the map. Wonder if I'm Resource Hog Fantasy Grounds is what's going on. With all this lighting and stuff. Look at my CPU performance. Fantasy Grounds is 26% of my memory, 3,300 megabytes. That's okay. A little high, but not good. I don't know why I crashed. But here is the map again. Shove it in your face. And you guys make it to Curse a Ball. So let me describe that to you guys. So, where's my little description at? Here it is. So an ancient monastery overlooks the jungle from its perch on the cliff of a tall plateau. So when you guys get up to this thing, you can see that there's a monastery way up on this plateau, way up high. And there's on the side that you guys approach, you can see that there's stone steps and rickety walkways that connect to there's like various buildings kind of on the side of the cliff as you look up. And the lowest of the buildings is 500 feet above the ground. And the main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade. And every few minutes, birdfolk either land up at the monastery or launch themselves from the balcony and take to the sky. I mean, they're way up there. Let's see, I think I have an image of this. So, as a general idea, obviously you guys are on the ground, but this is an image I found of Curse a Ball. So you can see that it's built into the cliffs, but you guys are way down to the on the ground.
Does there seem to be like some sort of footpath leading up, like stairs or anything like that?
There is. Kind of looks like this.
Sweet. Shall we go?
Oops, I closed the
Yeah.
map. Let me do something real quick. Put a grid on it. Turn it down. Drag the tokens there. All right, so yeah, so you guys are like down here, the bottom. On the ground. And let's take a look. All right, so for you guys to get up there, you're gonna have to do some ability checks.
Can you reshare the map?
Did I?
I checked and I
Sure.
have abilities.
Thank you.
You do.
I don't know why.
Let's see.
I'll be
Each-
Let me
giving
check
guidance
again.
every time anybody needs to make an ability check.
That's not going to be totally possible because you're going to be at different locations and you're not going to be adjacent.
All right.
How
Uh, it,
far is it from this bottom rung up to the where the bridge is more consistent? That stretch right there.
Scale those gaps. How far can I extend the immovable?
all right, so
rod?
this is the way this works here. Let's see. To reach the monastery from the ground, a character must make 3 ability checks. Each time a check fails, so the monastery is at the top. All right, so this is going to take place over like an hour. It's going to take you more than an hour to get up there. All right, so each time the check fails, the characters must choose between either taking 3d10 bludgeoning damage from a fall or gaining 1 level of exhaustion. Your character's choice. The 3 ability checks are as follows. You can do an athletics. You got to do an athletics check to climb around gaps in the walkway. You got to do an acrobatics check to cross wide gaps in the wooden walkways by jumping along oddly spaced support beams. And you have to do a perception check to spot rotted planking that won't support weight. So the climb takes an hour plus 10 minutes for every failed ability check, unless characters make the climb. Wait, that's DM notes. You don't get to see that.
I will volunteer as tribute to go first.
Now, do you care if the Aarakocras see you climbing?
No, I don't. We have a letter telling us to come here, so I hope that they are not hostile. I don't expect them to be hostile.
Well, they haven't really noticed you yet, you know what I mean? You're like way down on the ground, and they're like way up high. So, what'd you say you wanted to do your first roll?
Yes, I'll go first.
Which one you want to do first?
You have advantage.
Sweet. Oh, I thought we had to do them like in order. I would like to. I don't. Can I just? Yeah, I guess you said there was one where I could see if the things would not break. I
So
might
you're
have missed.
gonna, so you're gonna look up there and you're gonna use your wisdom perception to spot the rotted planking.
Sure. Yes.
She's like, "Let me take a look," and she's squinting and looking up there. Give me a wisdom perception check. You know, you start to
Could I
climb up.
give her guidance, or is that
No,
not
she's
possible at this
she's
stage?
kind of by herself. Guidance is
All right.
you're gonna be able to use it on yourself, maybe. So Paige, you climb up here and you spot that there's some planking that's missing. So you succeeded your first one. So who wants to go next? Who's going next?
I will go next. You said it's athletics or
Yeah, so you're gonna climb around some gaps in the walkway. Like you get up here with Paige and you're gonna try to climb over to this side.
yes.
Kind of shimmy along the wall a little.
All right. What do you need from me?
Athletics, please, sir.
Not my strong suit.
All right. So you attempt to climb across there, and so you can either take 13 points of damage or a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
I'll take the damage.
All right, if you don't mind adding 13 points of damage to yourself,
I will do that.
and we're at an hour and 10 minutes to get up there now, because there's a failed check. You know, you're kind of working as a group, but kind of sort of not when you're rolling these. And why don't we, uh, why don't we, why don't we, does somebody want to go real quick before we call it? Or
Juku will do his acrobatics check.
so Juku's gonna, uh, there's like some support beams sticking out, that, Smedley tried to, climb over, and Juku's gonna try to do the Remo Williams and go across the support beams with his
Will I able to use
acrobatics.
guidance on this?
You can use it on yourself, yeah.
All right, so I will use guidance on myself, and I'm going to use my point of inspiration for advantage, because this is my worst roll.
And that's a success. So you
Ninja Turtle.
are Ninja Turtling getting up there.
You want us all to make our first roll?
Yeah, let's all make our first roll. Let me do Clar too. I think Clar's gonna do a dex check on his first one. Make it easy on me since I'm DMing him. He's got a +4. Is he trained? He is. +7 to acrobatics. And he rolls a 1.
Oh no.
I want him to take some damage this first time. 3d6. So Clar tries to imitate uh, Juku, and like Juku must have cracked some of the support beams. So when Clar does it, they just break, and he takes some falling damage. He takes 11 points of damage.
And I'm going to do the same thing, acrobatics.
You don't. You don't. So what do you want? You want the 11? You want the
Damage.
fallen damage? And that's 9 points. All right, so you guys are climbing. Can you mark somewhere on your sheet how many? Well, everybody's done one,
Yeah.
and we'll try to remember which ones you guys did. But I don't. It says 3 ability checks are as follows, but it doesn't say that you can't do do multiples of the same one. It doesn't specify that. So, but you guys can
Oh, well, if I'd
try to
known that, I
be.
would have picked the one that had the best bonus on each time. Not the worst.
I'm kind of thinking that everybody should try to do one of each.
One of each.
Yeah, I think that makes it a little more difficult. So, who did what though? That's the question.
I did a perception check.
I'm gonna put down that Clar did his name. He did his acrobatics. There. Now, I won't forget. You guys can do the same if you want, or make a note. And that's it. That's where we're gonna stop at the bottom of Cursive Ball as they're making their way up. You guys are getting up to, you've climbed for about 15 20 minutes or something. They're getting up here. And that's where we're going to stop it for the night. We had a hiccup in the middle. Somehow I have to patch the stream. It's going to be part 1 and part 2. I'm not patching them together. And I'm seeing if there's anybody. Nope. I think we're good. What do you guys think? Good?
I think we're good.
Yep.
Good?
Appreciate your hard work, Drake.
Thanks,
Had a
Drake.
lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. It was a good one. Other than the glitch,
Yeah,
the lighting's
those
working
happen.
out pretty cool. So tomorrow night over on Rob's stream, I will be DMing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. His information's right there. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern on Rob's stream, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Sunday we're doing All Things Fantasy Ground also on Rob's stream. That's at 9 p.m. as well. I believe we're doing a review of what's the new Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, I think is what it is.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at that, and then I think the next week after that, Rob's planning on giving away a buttload of DM's Guild stuff. We're talking thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I think that's the following Sunday. 100,000 items sold on the DM's Guild anniversary kind of thing or something. I think it was the 30th, right? That sounds about right. Something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Tuesday we're going to be doing Princes of the Apocalypse right here at 8 p.m. Princes of the Apocalypse. And then Thursday, Marbania runs his Deadland game that I play in. And then Friday, next Friday, as we do every other week, Matakiri will be running Empire of the Ghouls, 8 p.m. right here. And then rinse and repeat and do it all over again. So that's it. I'm glad you guys hung out with us tonight. Everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. We'll see you guys around. All right. Say goodbye.
We survived. Drake, I have everything up to speed for that robe except for I need a random third level spell scroll.